Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and I am so ridiculously glad you're here. I have something special. And you guys pick up on little bits and pieces of my personality and my lifestyle and things like that, just by the way I babble in my videos. But did you know that one of my all-time favorite movies of all time is The Matrix? And Makeup Revolution came out with a themed collection. I don't remember how many pieces are in it. I picked up the palette. So XX Revolution, Matrix, Shadow Palette, Morpheus Lux. I also picked up a couple other products when I was shopping Makeup Revolution. I think I actually purchased this from the Makeup Revolution website, not through Ulta, where you can sometimes get it, or through Target. I think I've seen Makeup Revolution at Target or I Heart Revolution or one of the spin-off brands. Anyway, this is the palette. I've had pretty good luck with Makeup Revolution palettes before. This one, however, when it showed up, I have one shadow, which is a beautiful shimmery plummy shade that showed up destroyed, but it was just one. So I kind of pressed it back in with my finger, and we're gonna ignore that that one came broken. That's not anybody's fault except for perhaps shipping. Maybe my mailman who delivers it. Actually, these days I have several because I've got UPS and FedEx and mail and whatever other courier service might be coming. So I've got my eyelids prepped a little bit. I went with a lighter eye base. I'm gonna pull my hair out of the way here. And I figured let's just do a couple looks because this palette is really, really stunning. I do feel like I've got the shades that draw me the most. I don't know why I just turned so orange there for a second. I don't know what, that was weird. My camera likes to adjust color. But this navy blue, I never find this in a palette. And I'm super excited to have that. So we've got a whole bunch of different combinations here. Sometimes Makeup Revolution does what I would consider like a dupe palette. This one, I don't know if this is supposed to be like anybody else. I'm just super excited. I do have a lighter kind of bone shade. I do have a black. We've got some browns. We've got like this transition shade right here. Looks perfect. Then we also have kind of a lavender colored one. I would say that probably the most scary shade in the whole thing, the one that I'm probably least likely to reach for, is going to be this purple down here. But maybe as an eyeliner, I don't know. I was going to do 3 looks with this, but I'm running out of time. So I don't have a bunch of time right now to do 3 looks with this palette. So let me know, do you want me to come back? Or is this even remotely interesting, or is I the only one fangirling over, you know, Keanu Reeves coming back in another movie? I didn't go ahead and watch it. I need to. I actually asked my husband if we could watch it. We saw something else. So my blush is a little faded right now. I don't have the overabuse of blush thing going here. Let's play with this. I want to do, I think I'm just going to do 1 look, but I'm going to grab a bunch of different shadows. While I was on the Makeup Revolution website, I picked up a couple lip products. One of them is a gloss. One of them is, this is Super Dew. Oh, this is a liquid blush. Shoot, I completely forgot that I bought this blush. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, you guys. I'm kind of cleaned up a little bit. I was going to totally refilm this, but we're just going to roll with it because this isn't a professional YouTube channel and sometimes we make mistakes. I did buy a liquid blush, so let's go ahead and put that on. And then I also picked up a Hydro Matte liquid lipstick with hyaluronic acid. Figured we'd try those along with this palette. I also picked up one of their under eye concealers. I've been obsessed with trying to find good, creamy, moisturizing under eye concealers that don't look super cakey. I don't have that on yet. This is not opening up easily. Do you guys fangirl over certain movies? I buy very few like the movie themed collaborations. I think the last one I got was the Money Heist one that I used for New Year's Eve. That was a TV show. So I grabbed just a dot of this and I'm just gonna grab it on a fluffy brush and let's just see what this looks like. Actually really lovely. That's really pretty. That's like the right amount of matte and dewy. It didn't seem to pick up too much of my foundation. I like the idea of it sticking on my cheek though and not pulling up the foundation underneath it. There are those serum blushes or liquid blushes out there that do that and it will make me stop using them. Even though I know I can probably, you know, go in with a little powder first and maybe, you know, try to set it down or maybe use like a full coverage foundation. I don't wear a lot of full coverage foundations though. In order for me to use something, if I have to make a bunch of concessions, that's sometimes will get me to stop using that. That's actually, this super dewy blush, yeah, I like that a lot. I need a little powder though. I'm gonna put a little powder on, just kind of set it down a little bit, maybe blend out. I've got this RCMA powder here that I really like, but sometimes makes a mess. Okay, yeah, slight flush of color. I think it's actually really lovely. I'm glad I have that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna play around with it some more too to see if it makes a difference. with different foundation formulas. Today I've got the Liss foundation on. This one, does it tell me what shade? I'm not exactly sure what shade this is. Is it on the box? Oh yeah, hold on. Oh, I ripped the name of it off. I think it's called A Fleshing for You, I think is the name of the shade. So I apologize that I didn't do a better job of noting that ahead of time. Okay, let's put on this lip gloss here. So it's a matte liquid lip. It is shrink wrapped. I'm gonna put a little Sweet Tea Morphe lip liner on because this tends to be kind of a good grounding lip liner for me. And I don't know why, but I find that when I use this, all my other lip products seem to look better. All right, lip liner's on. Let's put a little of this liquid lip on and we'll let it dry down and we'll just see how this looks. Oh, that is not necessarily the color I thought it was gonna be. What shade did I get? This one's called Prima. It's maybe a little too pink coral summery than I would have thought. We're gonna roll with it. I'm scared to pick this up so much because I don't want to risk ruining any of the shadows, but I'm gonna go into this matte. It's not the lightest shade, it's kind of like a taupe matte here. Typical Makeup Revolution Kick Up. Quite a bit of it actually. That shade, if I were doing work from home look or wearing glasses, that might be one of those shades. Well, actually even just like a going to work shade. That is a completely appropriate taupe color. It's actually really pretty. And I think it looks really good with brown eyes. I need to move you guys in. Hold please. This is how we know we're not a professional. I clear up your vision focus here. This is how we know whether we're not a professional makeup channel, professional YouTuber, professional makeup artist, any combination of those things, because I forget to do things like, you know, scoot you guys in when we're doing eyeshadows. There's so many really pretty shades in here. I'm going to take, these two browns look very similar. This one seems like it's slightly warmer. I'm going to take just a little bit of that on the tip of my brush, work it in. So the last shadows that I used were Kaleidos shadows, the last shadows that I filmed with and I were playing with. So that gives you kind of an indication of how long it takes me to actually edit these and get them up. Anyway, I felt like the shadows were very patchy and very dry, and so far I'm not getting that with these. I'm getting super pigmented and easy to apply. I'm not sure if I grabbed the right one. All right, well, because I can't trust that I grabbed the right eyeshadow that I intended to, I'm just gonna keep blending it, and we'll pretend. I'm going to go back and forth and just kind of darken this up with both of those. So I thought maybe what I would do is just use both of the darks, and that way it's not too warm and it's not too cool toned. But I feel like this is giving me very much a darker vibe. I feel like I've already gone completely overboard, so I'm just going to try to buff this down a little bit with a clean brush. You guys tell me what you think about Makeup Revolution. I don't really hear very many people talk about it. They're kind of a budget brand. Usually I buy it at Ulta on the drugstore section, kind of like right between Morphe and ColourPop, somewhere in there. Still in kind of the entry level, but still gives you some artistic license. I don't know if that price description makes any sense at all. This is an interesting thing here. Okay, so I don't know, because I haven't seen the most recent Matrix movie. Actually, my husband's never seen the Matrix movies, and I sat him down to watch them at one point in time, and he fell asleep. So the music was too relaxing and he fell asleep. That happens. I'm gonna actually take the one that I broke here. So I don't know how these colors play into the movie, because I haven't seen the most recent one. But I do recall that from the first one, everything was very dark. I mean, it was a dark movie. And even though I broke that shadow and I'm applying it now, that purpley one, it does actually look really pretty. Okay, my eyelids are extra crepey today. I apologize. I've abused them pretty well, so hopefully we can get past that. I think I want to use this. I want to use this gold, this bronzy color right here. I would have normally stuck to a more monochromatic look, but sometimes when you do bronze with purple, the result can be pretty darn good. And that is such a crazy foiled shade. I've really been impressed with some of the shimmers and metallics that I've been using lately. I like it when we got a good formula here. And I just usually just kind of clean up some of that shimmer just a little bit. So I feel like I kind of packed on a little bit more than the other side. Yeah, that's pretty. That's fun. Now, because we have that navy blue in here, and I never get a navy blue in my eyeshadow palettes, I'm gonna grab this one right here. So this is your typical cardboard package. There is a mirror. There are 15 shades in here. They're largely kind of dark, richer jewel tones, which are great for fall and winter, date night, smoky looks, obviously. This is like your anti-pastel and pretty and fun and Jordan Almond Easter Bunny stuff. This is like the edgier, smokier version. And I love it. I am so excited for this right now, you guys. This might be kind of one of my new date night palettes. I love this shade right here, this one. I'm so excited to try that. It's like a gunmetal shade. I'm gonna take this lighter bone shade though. That's gonna be like my inner corner highlight. I've been doing a lot more mattes in my inner corner. Have you guys as well? I might put more up here too. And as a lady of a certain age, I try not to go too shimmery way up there. I just think it looks dated. That's just my personal opinion. I am not a makeup artist. I'm sure there are people that might disagree with that, but I think every now and then you gotta go back and say, okay, I need to not do something just because everybody else does it, because sometimes the trends, especially when you're a lady of a certain age, sometimes those trends they're more dating than they are current and fun and edgy. This is a gorgeous palette. There is a little protective sleeve that has the name of the shades on it. I started with Unplugged, which makes sense if you understand the Matrix story. Then I combined Kung Fu and Human, and then I used Control as that kind of purple plummy color, and then I used Red Dress as the gold shimmer, and then I used Speed as my inner corner. All of these sound like they're like some references from the original Matrix and not the latest one. Or maybe I just need to watch the latest one and then see. Maybe it'll all make sense. I'm gonna put some mascara and I'll be right back. My husband's gonna come home and he's gonna say, wow, you're all dolled up for work from home day. What did you do today? I love the eyeshadow. I love the way this kind of combination works out. The blush, huge win for me. The lip, once I use the lip liner, I think it helped quite a bit. Normally, I think what I would do with a lip shade this bright is I'd ombre out a little bit more. I think once I get a little darker on the outside with a lip liner or a darker shade, then the lighter shade in the center just actually looks pretty and fun and gives your lips some dimension. Should we try this? Oh, I did use this already, didn't I? I think I used this and I really liked it. I just used it one time. I'm gonna grab this brush here. Oh, what a great shade. Yeah, that's not neither too light nor too dark nor too yellow or too gray. That as an under eye product is just right. All right, you guys, that's it for today. What shade did I get here? Okay, so this says it's a Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. This is in medium light. I think it was a great shade for me. Overall, not a bad makeup look, you guys. This palette I am thrilled about. Again, I wasn't really sure that I wanted to go the whole movie theme kind of situation, but I'm glad I have it now. I think it's gonna make a really, really great date night. And I think there's enough combinations that I can grab a matte, I can grab a shimmer. If you want me to come back and do multiple looks with this, I'll come back and do 4 more looks if you guys want. Give you guys a total of 5 looks with this palette. If you were at all interested, I'm happy to play with it. I'm happy to come back and share my experiences with you guys. If not, if you're like, okay, great, thanks, we don't like Makeup Revolution, just move along, then we'll come back with another palette and another brand soon, because I upload like at least 3 days a week. So I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you guys stick around. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.